Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the PluggedIn Virginia Hospitality Graduation Ceremony. I'm Carol Coffey, and I am the director of TJACE at PVCC. And I just want to thank you for coming to celebrate the accomplishment of our 8 graduates. You know, here at TJACE, we are really passionate about making sure that all adults in our community have access to excellent education and training programs that they need to get good jobs, but also to have the core skills that they need to continue on those career pathways and find sustainable jobs and further training and become productive and engaged members of our community and just live their destiny and fulfill their dreams. That's what we do. That's what we're all about. And so we organize our work in 3 sort of ways. We have work that leads towards a high school equivalency, like the GED or the NEDP. We have another strand that really helps people with English language acquisition. And then we have a 3rd strand that's kind of new that we call integrated education and training. And this is such a cool idea because it takes all those academic skills and it puts them in the context of some career and technical education skills so that it really accelerates the learning curve for folks. You can come out with multiple credentials in a shorter period of time, and that just gives you that access more quickly to better jobs and training opportunities, et cetera, et cetera. So we're really excited about our IET programs. Our PluggedIn Virginia programs have been our premier IET programming for TJACE. Excuse me. So, you know, with PluggedIn Virginia, you're going to get the core skills of reading and writing and math and speaking and listening. In the context, of course, this year with the career and technical education track of the hospitality and culinary tracks. But in addition to that, you get workplace readiness skills and certifications, digital literacy skills and certifications, preparation for interviews and resumes and all that stuff to help you get a good job, and then learn the soft skills and the teamwork skills that help you keep the job and do really well in it. So all those things are part of our PluggedIn programming, and you're going to hear more about that in detail in a minute. But it's, you know, it's a really, really great way to design programs. So it makes good sense, doesn't it? I mean, this just makes good sense to put this all together. But 5 or 6 years ago, it was kind of a new idea on the horizon. Lisa and I had to go out and do a lot of talking and a lot of listening with employers and educators to try to figure out how to make this work, because it's not traditional. Usually you get your basic skills training and then you go on to further training. So putting it together in accelerated fashion was kind of new. So we were really pleased in our first year of our PIVA concept. We were able to partner with Custom Ink and CVS to do a customer service PIVA program. PIVA's plugged in, if you didn't pick up on that already. So that's a little easier to say, PIVA. So we did that with Custom Ink and CVS for the first couple years, and then we decided to focus more on the hospitality track. And so we've been really pleased to have Farmington and Boar's Head, and then the Omni joined in as well. So we have these great, you know, hotel resort properties in our area that are helping us make these programs successful. And I can't overemphasize the importance of the employer partnerships. I mean, the employer partnerships really give us that nitty-gritty expertise, literally in some cases, because they're providing the instructors to help us, help our students, help our learners really get what do you need to be successful in these jobs. So we thank you so much for being involved with us. Yay. So I'm pleased to say that over the course of 5 years, we've had 40 graduates who've earned over 160 different kinds of certifications. They found first jobs, they found better jobs, they've gone on to continue their education and training. And now, as with TJACE being a part of PVCC, they're also part of our Network to Work program. So that's part of the Community Self-Sufficiency Division, and it is another way of helping our students get jobs and be successful. So mostly our success comes from our learners because it's a huge commitment, and we really appreciate and honor the commitment and dedication that you put into this, because it's a 4 or 5 month program. It's a lot of work. We by far, hands down, we have the best instructors, and that's just, you know, our TJACE instructor, our employer partner instructors are phenomenal. So, you know, we're so lucky to have that. But most of all, I have to introduce our next speaker, Lisa Clymer. No, don't leave. Don't leave Lisa. Let's chant that. Don't leave Lisa. So Lisa is moving to Manassas, and she's informed me that commute is just a little too far for her to manage every day. So I just want to honor that. Lisa is the one who brought this program to life and who has nurtured its growth, and it's a great PIVA legacy that she's leaving for us. You know, I'm really gonna miss her. Anyway, thanks, Lise, for everything you've done, and it's such an important thing that we do at TJACE, and it's going to bring value to this community for years to come. It's a great legacy, and I want to thank you for that. And now I'll introduce Lisa Clymer.
Yeah. Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here this morning. For many of you, your presence is a continuation of the support that you have provided to our program this year, and in many cases over the past several years, and that really means a lot. I'm not sure that she is here yet. I think she was coming from another meeting, but I want to thank Holly Lee with the Charlottesville Department of Economic Development for giving us the use of this lovely meeting room, along with access to free parking in the garage. See me after the ceremony if you would like to get out of the garage for free. I have tickets for that. The city has supported PluggedIn since its beginning, and we truly appreciate that support. They helped us to launch the program in our first year. The most important part of this morning is hearing from our graduates. But I'd first like to just make a few remarks to set the stage for their presentation and build a little bit on what Carol said about what we do at TJACE and about integrated education and training. PluggedIn blends industry training with adult education, and this blend, called integrated education and training, means that we do a lot of different things during the program. Like Carol said, we start with core skills, reading, math, writing, and English language skills. That's an important foundation, and all of those skills bear on students' short and long-term goals. And these core skills are critical as students mastered material for 2 hospitality credentials. And this year, all 8 of our students tested for and earned the hospitality industry credentials, the Serve Safe Food Handler, and we then moved into the American Hotel and Lodging course, where the students had a choice of taking a kitchen cook certification or a front desk representative certification. And 6 of our 8 students were taking those certification courses in English, and they are not native English speakers. So mastering all that material and passing those certification tests is difficult, even if it's in your native language. And if it's in another language, you can imagine how challenging that is. But they were incredibly successful. These certifications demonstrate industry knowledge for entry-level positions with quality employers like our partners here today. And we could not have been successful with these certifications without two excellent trainers. So I would like to acknowledge, I'm not sure if he's here, Executive Chef Michael Matarazzo with Farmington Country Club and Samantha Strong with the Boar's Head Resort for their excellent contributions as trainers. Samantha, will you please stand? I don't think Chef is here. It's incredible, you know, Chi and I as instructors, we could study up on the hospitality industry, we could study up on safe food handling, and we could go online and get textbooks and try to become hospitality trainers, and that would be a lot of fun, but I think it's better for people that really know what they're talking about and really know what it's like to work in the hospitality industry. And you all really bring it to life because of your experience and your passion for what you do. And that gives me a great segue to talk about our employer partnerships. Farmington Country Club, the Omni Charlottesville Hotel, and the Boar's Head Resort have brought our classroom learning to life again this year by hosting us for tours, providing activities such as job shadowing and opportunities to meet their team members, and even job interviews. They have visited our classroom and coached students on how to match their skills with a job and how to understand the hiring process. So I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank our employer partners, Alan Gutowskis with Farmington, Patty Shiflett with the Omni, and Samantha Strong with the Boar's Head. Please stand so we can see who you are and properly thank you. Thank you so much. Your contributions make Plugged In the valuable program that it is, and we just really can't overstate that. Another aspect of Plugged In is teaching workplace readiness skills, and what we've done the last couple of years is we've used the 21 skills that have been identified as workplace readiness skills for the Commonwealth, and we learned about important personal qualities such as integrity and resourcefulness, and practice skills such as teamwork, communication, and many other vital skills that are helpful for job acquisition and advancement. We received instructional support for workplace readiness from Yolanda Harrell with PVCC Workforce Services. Yolanda, are you here? Don't see her. Okay. Yolanda shared her extensive hospitality experience. I'm sure there are folks in the room that know of Yolanda and her career here in Charlottesville as a hotel manager. She guided students through activities to help them become more self-aware and effective job seekers. So thank you, Yolanda. Lastly, we know that computer skills are required for work and life. We use the North Star Digital Literacy curriculum to help students develop and demonstrate skills such as safe internet use, proper email etiquette, and using Microsoft Word to create different documents, format resumes, and things of that nature. Our students were very successful in earning, I believe, 4 different North Star certificates. So I've kept our wonderful graduates waiting long enough. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful class of 2018 to tell you in their own words about what Plugged In Hospitality has meant to them, what they have learned, accomplished, and appreciated during these past 5 months. So our first speaker will be Khadija Hamati.
Hi everyone. I'm Khadija. I'm from Afghanistan. I have been here around. It's hard. After 5 months, we won't leave. Okay. Welcome to our graduation. I'm very grateful to the Plug-in program. I learned a lot in this program. I learned about my growth mindset and how to keep going. I learned to manage stress and focus on my breathing. I learned how to use math and solve a problem. I can calculate tax and percent in my head when I go shopping. I'm a mom with 5 kids. It's hard to work full-time and go to a school and be a full-time parent all at the same time. Many of the skills I learned in this class taught me to brave and to keep going and to try something new. I like a lot about this program. I love how to Chi and Lisa keep the class fun and creative. We are together for 5 hours every class, and it's never boring. When I come to class on Monday and Wednesday, I am always early and never late because I enjoy it. But I leave 30 minutes early to pick up my kids from school. Thank you so much to the PluggedIn program. I particularly want to thank my family for supporting me into whole my life. Thank you also to my manager, Jennifer and Steven, in UVA Dining Hall, for supporting me, my training, and for me to be in class. So many people make it possible for me to successful in this program. Miss Chi and Miss Lisa, Chef Michael, Yolanda, Samantha, Zach, Allen, and Petty. Thank you so much. Next speaker is Lily.
Hi everyone, thank you come here. I'm Lily, I'm from China. I like it here. PIVA is a very special class for me. My teacher gave me great power and taught me confidence. I learned a lot of skill. I learned how to work together with people and how to listen to understand body language. I learned to try different way, say your idea out louder when something doesn't work first. I learned many computer skills, email, Windows, Excel. I become certified. I also become certified as a kitchen cook. I can use skill in my work. And I also for myself outside work. I want to thank you, Lisa and Chi, taught me a lot of things. And thank you, Samantha, Chef Michael, Yolanda. I very enjoy everyone in PIVA class. Thank you, everybody come here. Thank you. Nice speaker, Jola. Welcome to Jola.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm Jalal. I came USA 6 years ago from Iran. In these six years, we did a lot. My family, my children all graduate from university. My wife is going right now to VCU to continue nursing. And my son is going to Virginia Tech. So I asked myself, what I do? Everybody goes education, university. What I do? I need to do something. Always working. So I decided to go this program. My daughter introduced this program to me, hospitality and training. And I came to this class. And it was very interesting for me. A lot of things we learned here, wonderful people we met here and visited, and many things we introduced to us and learned a lot here. One of the most important things we learned in this class was work as a teamwork and help the coworkers, and also loyalty to the job and workplace, and manage everything at work, and also be careful as a policy of the work and job. We learned many things about these things. And also we trained our communication skills. So we understand also we need to increase our knowledge and language abilities, because all was from other countries, they came here. So language is very important for us, English, to communicate with the people. Also, some other skills in the communication for our job. Hotel job is very important, and also with people you work. So we need to learn more about the communication. And also, I started as a cook, and so I learned some skills of cook and kitchen, like self-service and knife skills we learned, and foods. Also, I already have some experience at food, so I increased my knowledge about the food. Yes, we learned how to manage our job, and also equipments in the job, and our time we need to manage at work. So we understand that in this program. So many people helped us in this program, like Lisa and she. They taught us and many things about hospitality and cook also, and restaurant. They taught about our job. And we are more, right now, we have more skills about this kind of job. And also, many people come to our classes and taught us, and we thank them, like Samantha from Borshead. Thank you, Samantha. Yes, special thank you. Yes, and also from Borshead, and Samantha and some chef come, and from Country Club, Farmington, Allen and Chef Michael. Thanks a lot from them. And also Yolanda, she came and talked about the front desk and also hospitality. And another people, they came and taught us. We are very thankful of them. And also, most important for me is, in this program, I found and made very, very wonderful friends or classmates. We made very friends. We had a lot of fun together, and it was happy time, and we made friends, and it was very important for me. And I know them. I can continue my friendship with them. Thank you so much for you. Next speaker is Brenda. Come, Brenda.
Good morning, and thank you for attending and celebrating our 2018 graduation for the PluggedIn Hospitality Program. Thank you to our families, our friends, and our trainers and management from the Charlottesville Omni Hotel, the Boar's Head Resort, and Farmington Country Club for all of your incredible support. It is because of your invaluable support that we are able to stand here today and celebrate. I had previously worked in the hospitality industry prior to the gray hair that you don't see now, thankfully. I needed to be reminded of the importance of effective communication and teamwork. Communication includes verbal, tone of voice, nonverbal, body language or position, and eye contact. Since I had been seriously injured 11.5 years ago and wanted to return to work, I needed to relearn workplace skills, etiquette, and communication skills. It was very important for me to learn that I was not alone in this journey and that the value of learning to work together is essential. In terms of the hospitality industry, people are the product as well as the business, and the goal is to make each and every guest's experience the very best that it can be so that the guest will want to return the following year or in the future. When appropriate, going above and beyond to achieve the result is desirable. If there are no check-ins at the front desk, we haven't a reason to return the next day. The front desk is usually visible upon entry. Therefore, we are the first person to leave an indelible impression that will either meet or exceed the guest's expectations and or solve the problem that our guests may discover. We may also be the last hospitality professional to interact with the guests prior to their exit. Please come back to us. It is extremely important to ask guests how their stay is going when we see them in the hotel. Our one negative experience can result quickly in a negative online review. Protecting the hospitality industry property's reputation is a priority since many trip planners read the reviews to determine where to stay on their vacations, conferences, and business meetings. People are the product, and communication is key inside the property. Anyone and everyone employed on the property is an invaluable link in the chain of communication and success of the property. Teamwork is essential. It is not about my day, but about my guest's experience that counts. Having recovered from injuries sustained in an accident, my awareness, understanding, and communication had been seriously affected. It is important, vital in fact, that I communicate honestly about my abilities. I have strengths that would surprise most. I learned to sing classically in a short time of studying one-on-one with a private instructor. If your impression is formed in the first 10 seconds of meeting someone, would you have known this? I do not wear a visible label that says what I can or cannot do. I value most my integrity, motivation, resourcefulness, initiative, and I would hope that others would too. Because of my experiences, I relate quite well to many different types of people with different capacities. Thank you, Lisa Clymer and Chi Herron, for including me in your valuable, learned hospitality class, and a huge special thank you to Farmington Country Club, Boar's Head Resort, and the Omni Hotel for your lovely, wonderful, integrative process experience that you shared with us. People, here we come. And I would like to introduce our next speaker, Florence.
Hello, honorable program managers, dear teachers, employers, classmates, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, and welcome to our graduation celebration for the PluggedIn Hospitality Program. Thank you for your joining us. My name is Florence Danish. I'm from Afghanistan. I have been living here in Charlottesville for almost 1.5 years. The PluggedIn program is an excellent opportunity for learning new skills and making a good future. During this training program, I learned about work readiness skills, computer skills, safe food handling, and front desk skills. I'm proud of obtaining certificate in all of these areas. I appreciate my teachers. They are great. Especially, I would to say thank you very much to Mrs. Lisa and Mrs. Chi. They helped me a lot, along with other teachers. It's my honor today to say thank you so much to the many hospitality professionals who assisted us. Chief Michael, Samantha, Patty, Zach, Ellen, and Yolanda. Your excellent instruction contained useful information and will help me to make a good future for myself. I promise use to what you taught me in everything I do in the future. And I want to say especially thank you so much to my lovely husband, Amin Danish, for always supporting me. Thank you for everyone for your attention. Thank you. And next speaker is Faidal. Please, Faidal, come.
Good morning. My name is Fatima Robinson, and I'd like to welcome you to the 5th annual PluggedIn graduation. I stand before you today to tell you what I've learned and I'm still learning. There were a lot of lessons taught in Ms. Lisa and Ms. Chi's classroom, but my favorite lesson was about focusing on my abilities and my strengths instead of my challenges. I have to concentrate on my path to my future and not look back. I am a very sociable person and I have a great attitude. I have to make specific plans to go along with those goals, and in this class I became a certified kitchen cook and a certified food handler. These certifications are valuable to me because they will help me get a better job in the future. But for now, I will stick with making biscuits at Bojangles. Special thanks goes out to Ms. Samantha Strong and Yolanda Herron for their support, and to my teachers, Ms. Lisa Clymer and Chi Herron, who guided me along the way. Lastly, I would like to thank our employer sponsors, Farmington Country Club and the Omni Charlottesville Hotel, and the Boys Head Resort. I enjoy visiting your properties and interacting with your staff. Thank you. Next, our speaker will be Ms. Chloe.
Hi everyone, I'm Chloe from Taiwan. I have been here for 9 months. I'm staying with my aunt, and I want to thank to her for helping me and supporting me. She took care of me and pushed me to go to class so I could learn a lot of things. In this class, we learned many kitchen skills, how to handle and keep food safe at different temperatures and space. I also learned how to cut vegetables, use different knives. I learned workplace readiness skills. There are skills like how to fill out an application, how to write a resume, how to represent myself. In here, we always read, protest, and improve together. I learned how to listen, understand, and how to get along with different people. I also learned how to give a firm handshake and eye contact and personal space in different occasions. This is very important for work and our life. But most importantly, we learned many new things. In the beginning, our teachers showed us something new. We were scared. However, the teachers always say we were safe here, and we learned how to keep going and follow through. The class was never boring. When we were tired, Trill showed us some puzzle activities and a lot of magic. Also, we learned teamwork by building towers of cups and plastic straps. It was so great. Thank you, Lisa, Chi, Yolanda, Samantha, and Chef Michael for teaching us so many things and skills, not only for work, but also we can use in our life. We had so much fun learning and supporting problems. I appreciate I was in this program. Thank you. Welcome, next speaker, Pasan.
Start a little bit nervous. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming our graduation. Oh. My name is Pasan Roma. I am from Tibet. I have been in the USA 7 years. I have 2 young children and 2 and 4 years old. Also, I have been working at Omni Hotel as bank server since 2013. I learned a lot of things in plug-in hospitality. I learned many computer skills, how to use the email, search the internet, use the Windows, and how to make the resume. Samantha from both head taught us about the front desk skills, how to check the guests in, ask their IDs, and how to keep hotel and key safe. I got front desk certificate. With Chef Michael Farmington Country Club, we learned about food safety and safe certificate. It is really important for me at work and at home. We also learned about how to help people, coworkers, and customers and guests. We work on how to listen and to understand it. We work on our body languages, eye contact, and smiling. and being really to listen, really. These past 5 months, I learned so many new words and ideas. Miss Chi taught us math. I had never studied math before. Now I know how to solve problems with numbers in my head. Thank you. Thank you to my teacher, especially Miss Chi and Miss Lisa, for accepting me plug-in hospitality program. Thank you to Samantha, Chef Marcus, Yolanda, and Fedi, Teresa, Hussein, for I learned a lot from each of you. I want also thank you to my manager Hussein at the Omni Hotel for always being me faithful and support me of my being a student. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you to Farmington Country Club, the boss head, and Omni Hotel for welcoming us. Lastly, for big thank you to my husband Rich. Your hard work and you always supported me in my study. Thank you, our family. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Now you guys can relax. Let's have another round of applause for our brave students. Okay. Thank you all for your hard work and for sharing your experiences with everyone here today. It takes real courage to speak in front of an audience, and you have done an amazing job. Thank you for your dedication to Plugged In, your willingness to try and do so many new things, and for the brilliant teamwork that you developed with each other along the way. I have been inspired by each of you for who you are and for what you have accomplished. You have all touched my heart, and while I'm going to be sad when I don't see you in class next week, I know that you'll be using what you learned to bring about your own best future, and that makes me very happy. I know that several of you have new opportunities right now, and that's exciting, and others of you are planning your next steps, and that's wonderful. Next, I would like to introduce Chi Herron. Chi is the lead instructor for Plugged In and plays a vital role in every facet of the program. In addition to being an incredibly talented and versatile instructor, Chi is also a tireless advocate for her students. Chi's curiosity is infectious and brings out the true student in all of us. And I feel so lucky to have worked with Chi for the past 3 years. Chi, you have taught me so much. Please welcome Chi Herron.
Just going to move this screen, if you don't mind. Thank you, Lisa, for that very kind introduction. And thank you, Hadija, Lily, Jalal, Rhoda, Florence, Fidel, Chloe, and Pasan for your wonderful remarks, your bravery, and hard work. I am so proud of your accomplishments and through this program and all the learning gains you have made in reading, in math, as well as the multitude of industry certifications you have earned. I'm amazed by your intelligence and stamina, but most importantly, I am inspired by the compassionate way that everybody came together to care for and support each other. I believe this is one of the most important skills, to empathize, to learn more about someone's needs and interests in order to understand, in order to find a solution. As I reflect on this PIVA class, I'm reminded of many, many great lessons we've learned together. For teachers and students, a really great day starts the night before. Remember the importance of sleep. At the foundation of all math is the relationships between things. Math allows you to describe these relationships. They've always been there, and that's why when you finally understand it, you feel like you've always known it. Never stop learning how to do something in a new and better way. It takes time and struggle to develop any new skill. Be a jungle tiger when you're learning something. Every obstacle, mishap, or difficulty is a stepping stone to our understanding and know-how. Intelligence is learned and built. In the right environment, everyone can succeed and learn. Everyone gets to be who they want to be when you are surrounded yourself with good people. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Everyone gets to be who you want to be when you surround yourself with good people. And on that note, I want to recognize 2 very special and good people who have been instrumental in the PluggedIn program this year. For the past 5 years, Lisa Clymer has developed the programming and co-taught this class. She has made PluggedIn the successful program that has become, empowering over 40 students in the workforce, in their pursuit of higher education, and beyond. This year, Lisa recruited a marvelous team of trainers to share their industry knowledge. The incredible Samantha Strong, who, like Mary Poppins, is absolutely perfect and without fault. The exceptionally talented Chef Michael Matarazzo, and the smart and savvy Yolanda Herron, who is not here today. Additionally, through the partnership of the Omni Hotel, the Boar's Head Inn, and the Farmington Country Club, Lisa organized for our students to visit each of these facilities to experience what it is like to work in these different settings. The collaborative effort of our partners and trainer made this a remarkable learning experience. And Lisa is the conduit that made it all possible for our students to have this access to leadership, management, and staff in the hospitality industry. Lisa does so much of heavy lifting in this program. She is also lifting our students and all of her coworkers. She would not hesitate to drop everything to help someone. This is how one student described Lisa when I asked her about Lisa. And I quote, "When I met her first time, she takes my heart because she's very kind and friendly." Thank you, Lisa.
The second person I want to recognize today and that I'm thankful for is our director, Carol Kofi. In gardening, there's this idea called companion planting. There are certain plants, when planted near each other, they support and help each other grow healthy and strong. Some popular pairs, for example, are garlic and rose, cabbage next to mint, and onions and tomatoes. But perhaps the most well-known companion plant is the marigold flower, which is beneficial to and can be planted next to all garden crops. If you plant the marigold next to any vegetable, it will protect that vegetable from insects and make that vegetable big, strong, and healthy. Carol Kofi is the marigold of TJACE. She is encouraging, supportive, and nurturing of teachers and students. If you stay close to her, you will grow more hopeful, energized, and excited. Whenever there's been an obstacle, Carol stretched my abilities to overcome it. The other day, as I was struggling to get through a very long and difficult afternoon, Carol popped in to the copy room, and we started talking about coffee tables books, which led to a discussion of optical illusions, which led to this really neat educational conference on the brain and how it's always reconstructing information to help us survive. So much so that what we experience is not necessarily what we are seeing. I was so energized by that talk and by her passion and intelligence. Both Carol and Lisa are the marigolds in the garden of education. Thank you both for your vision, balance, and leadership.
Okay, we have one more very important speaker to call up before we award our students their hard-earned certificates. Samantha Strong, whose name has been spoken many times already this morning. Samantha is a hospitality professional with many years of experience at the Inn at Virginia Tech, where she held several different positions and also managed the front desk. And then subsequent to that, she moved to the Boar's Head, where she also managed the front desk. And she's now working in sales at the Boar's Head Sports Club. But she has, for the past 3 years, shared her hospitality experience with us as an industry trainer. And she lights up the room. Samantha is our sunshine. She just comes in and makes everyone happy, and she has phenomenal, funny stories about things that have happened over the years at the properties where she has worked, and she just really makes the training very, very real, and just makes everyone feel happy and enthusiastic about what kind of career they can develop working in the hospitality industry. So please welcome Samantha Strong.
That's a lot to live up to. It's a lot to live up to. I hope you're not disappointed by the time all of this is said and done. I want to start today by saying thank you to everyone with the PluggedIn program and with PVCC this year for giving me the opportunity to do this each year. It is something I look forward to. I've told them many times that if I'm not asked back, I will come find them and I will make them let me come back each year because I love this so much. Each year, I learn more from these students than they ever could learn from me. I come away each and every year with a new look on life and something that's happened that's taught me more than I think I could ever teach them. And I want to use this time that I have to say thank you for welcoming me into your world and for just giving me and showing me so much love from each of you. So thank you for that. each one of you through this time, it's funny, I think I've said it multiple times, that I felt like I didn't need to teach them because they all know more about hospitality than I could really teach them. They are perfect examples of what the hospitality industry should be already. And that's why I have a gift for each of you today. For your visiting friends and family members, I'm going to take a second and tell you a story that our students already know, but I'm going to tell you the story of the pineapple. The pineapple has been a symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colonies. The legend began with sea captains in New England who sailed to the Caribbean islands, and they would return to the colonies with exotic fruits and spices. When the clipper ships returned to port, their families would spear a precious pineapple on an iron gatepost, and it was a symbol to show welcome to their friends and neighbors that they had returned home and to please come celebrate the return of their captains and crews. The pineapple was an invitation for them to visit and share his food and listen to the stories of his travels and his voyage. Over time, colonial innkeepers added the pineapple to their signs and their bedposts. Everything tends to be carved with a pineapple. And it's really common sights, especially in New England, but now all over the country, you see pineapples everywhere you go. This tradition continues this day in hotels, and in the service industry, we all proudly display the pineapple as a symbol of hospitality. So, because of that tradition, now you all know the story that these guys and gals already knew. Because of that tradition, many of us in the hospitality industry wear a pin as a small reminder of why we're in this profession. And today, I want to present each of you with your own pineapple pin to be able to wear on whatever uniform and wherever you go in life, and whatever uniform you wear, you can proudly display your pineapple pin. And let this be a daily reminder of your care and concern for others around you, and remind you of why you do this and why you're involved in this, that you're here to take care of other people. And remember what we talked about every day. I feel like I've already reminded you of this 100 times. I'm going to do it one more time, okay? The lessons we learned in class are great for hotels, and they're great for your job, and they're going to be wonderful things to take with you into your careers. However, it's a great rule of just how to live your life and how to take care of everybody around you and everybody in your world, not just in your job and just in that area of your life. So now you have to go out there and make a difference, okay? Here we are.
So these slides were meant to be showing while the students were speaking. We're just gonna go through them kind of quickly since we can't see them quite properly since we don't have a screen. That's just kind of the overview of the program, and I wish you all could see better. We have some nice photos of the Omni Farmington and the Boar's Head, our 3 employer partners, and the logos for the different certifications that we have earned during the program. You're going to see a lot of slides that show some of the teamwork and team building activities that we did this year. the students are seeing these, I think, for the first time, so getting some spontaneous reaction. This was a great moment. Omni was kind enough to let us come back of house and try our hands at making creme brulee. And we got to eat it, which was also lovely. It's a communication activity. Uh-huh. A follow-through activity. She has more clever activities than anyone else in the world. She finds such creative ways for the students to learn so many things. I think these were supposed to be playing when you spoke, Jalal. I'm just realizing everyone is Jalal. I'm trying to understand you, right? I'm trying. So needless to say, we did have fun, and we enjoyed each other, in addition to learning an awful lot. We even had a mini retreat at Cheese Place.
Team building.
Team building, exactly. There we are at the Omni, learning about the front desk. We had a very good teacher that day. This was during the kitchen cook certification course. There we are at the Boar's Head front desk. Practicing for our speeches today. And there we are outside of the Jefferson School, which has been our home base, and I'd like to thank PVCC and especially our Dean, Ridge Schuyler, for securing a wonderful classroom space for us where we have really been able to thrive. That's at Farmington, management there. Chef Michael, who's not here today, but you heard his name over and over, who taught our Serve Safe food handler certification course this year, and he's a wonderful instructor, so knowledgeable. I know you can't really see this, but you wouldn't believe all the information up here on the whiteboard about time and temperature control. There's our dear Samantha. I'm on the hot seat. Yolanda. And she.
The students prepare these dishes as part of their kitchen cook training.
Beautiful. I think that's our last slide. All right. Oh, not quite. More cooking, knife skills. That's our last slide. Okay. At this time, I would like to ask Chi Herron, Carol Coffey, and Ridge Schuyler, our Dean of Community Self-Sufficiency Programs, to come forward and award the certificates to our graduates. So students will be getting a certificate of completion for the PluggedIn Virginia Hospitality Program. They have also earned their certifications from the American Hotel and Lodging Association. We don't have those certificates here today, but what we do have is a lapel pin that came along with the certificates. And then we have 3 students who are also earning the Workplace Readiness Skills Certificate, and I will note those students when they come forward. So our first graduate is Florence Danesh. Congratulations. Our next student is Pasang Jolma. Next, we have Jalal Erkin, and I just want to note that Jalal also earned the National Workplace Readiness Skills Certification by taking and passing a very long and difficult test. So, congratulations, Jalal. Our next graduate is Hadija Hamaki. Our next graduate, Chloe Wong, also earned the Workplace Readiness Skills Certificate. And Relda Manuel is another student who earned the Workplace Readiness Skills Certification. Our next graduate is Fidel Robinson. And our final graduate this morning is Lily Tien. Thank you all so much for being here today, for supporting our program, for supporting our students. Thank you to our employer partners. Thank you to our wonderful staff, Carol and Ridge. What you do, it's outstanding, and just value your contributions so much. And please stick around and mingle. We have graduation cake and a few snacks. And please stay and enjoy a time to visit and congratulate our students. Thank you all so much, and congratulations.